Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know it's AllCity Live TV, and thank you for tuning in. Now, I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing I'm experiencing out there playing NBA 2K20. We're still out there. We still try and have some fun out there. But what I've noticed, especially within the last few days, is that the game has seemed almost unbearable to play, missing completely wide open shots. The latency seems through the roof. Now, what I'm about to tell you guys right now is something that 2K is known to have done in previous versions of 2K. Whenever there's a new release coming up, like we have 2K21 coming up very soon, the game that you're playing, the current release of that game, just seems to get worse by the day. So as a player, now you know that this is not too far-fetched an idea when it comes to 2K, but as a player consistently the last few years, it just seemed unbearable to play the current version of the game, so much so that as a consumer you cannot wait to purchase. You just want to get off the game you're playing, and being that there's only one viable basketball game out there, you're just gonna throw your money at the next viable option to play basketball online. So I noticed that I don't want to accuse 2K of something that may not actually be fact, or something I just don't have any proof. All I can say is my experience playing the game as a veteran of the game. On top of all of that, I've been playing the game since the very first release on Dreamcast, so I've been able to witness all of the changes throughout the years, and especially the last few years, where at the end of the game cycle, at the end of this year's cycle, it gets worse, and for every single one it seems to get worse. I mean, it's getting more aggressive and more dramatic at the end of the cycle. Like the last few days that I've tried playing online, I had no words, man. Just the way I was, just no words to describe your experience playing the game. And luckily we have such a great and large community on Discord that we're able to get so much feedback from so many other great players, and they're experiencing the same exact thing. Explain this to me, 2K. Help me understand why consistently across many different builds we're all feeling the same exact feelings. And I can't say feelings are facts. We can't all say that feelings are facts, but when you take a collective or a consensus and know that everybody's feeling like the game is unbearable, everybody's feeling like there's something really weird or odd going on in 2K. Could that be 2K dumbing the game down so that way you cannot wait to purchase the next iteration or the next release of 2K? Could this be would 2K do something like that? Yeah, do you really think 2K would do something? I wouldn't put it past 2K, because I see 2K as money grabbers. They really don't invest in a product. They sell you the world for the product, and then you get 14 patches in the game. So that's not really giving you a complete product. Imagine you go buy a washing machine and that washing machine breaks down a week later. You spend a grip on a washing machine, that washing machine breaks down a week later. The repairman comes through and says, well, this is part of the process, we're gonna fix it, and I'll be back and see you in about a month because it's gonna break down again on you. Well, as a consumer, that's what we've been experiencing with 2K. 14 patches in and still it gets worse? How is that a possibility? How is it that we're just not all content with our experience on 2K? You cannot tell me that we're just players that expect too much for the game, because that's not the case. My expectations are really low. 2K just manages to exceed the dumbest things, the most goofiest things. They exceed my expectation of goofiness for the game. That's the best way I could describe it. They exceed my expectation of goofiness that I'm expected to experience as a player on NBA 2K. So as of right now, the way it stands right now, I'm experiencing a ton of goofiness and it's becoming unbearable. And if 2K, if it's your theory or whatever business scheme you got going on to make the game seem unbearable, so that way we can expect to, or we can't wait for the next release of 2K. I don't think that's a good marketing scheme to approach, because next gen is right around the corner, and I'm sure there's going to be a ton more competitors for us, just games in general. And as a gamer myself, a veteran of 2K, I will gladly go over to another game if it's going to limit my daily frustrations, because I really like to play video games during my leisure time, and I like to enjoy myself while I'm on my leisure time. I don't want to be frustrated. Next gen is going to come and offer that to us. They're going to offer us games that limit our frustration and increase our enjoyment for playing a game, and I hope 2K you will do the same. Work your best to increase enjoyment over filling your pockets, man. I hope that's the case for next gen and for NBA 2K21. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to our channel, as we're gonna have a ton of 2K content coming your way. Catch you guys on the next video.